24th, you know, you see it. Roots Reggae Radio, you know, you understand, with Karen Delight, you know, Ras Morgan, you see me?
So much to begin, eh?
Yes.
Well, I want them to stay tuned. Let me, hopefully, you know, my Spanish always chop up people's name. So I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I think it's pronounced Khesan. Does that sound right?
Sounds about
it. Sounds about right.
We have the artist, and the artist can correct you if you're wrong.
So, as I listened to his music, I was like, what is this genre? Is it R&B? Is it, you know what I mean, soul? But guess what? He has his own name for it. But I'm going to let him tell you that. And it was a pleasure meeting him. It was a chance meeting. Through Careface, which we'll talk a bit about more and how they met. Shortly. Khesan, we're going to be talking to him.
Yeah, well, you know, this is Khesan, you see. Roots Reggae Radio, you know. You understand?
Yeah, man. Rhythm Up Friday.
This one is entitled Friends, Best Friends.
So what?
Artist Khesan.
I got my homie Khesan up in here.
You don't want to move. You want to keep it locked to Roots Reggae Radio live.
So what?
Hey girl, I'm caught up with your best friend, and you know we're not hiding. Yeah, I busted open, and we did it like 24/7.
Whoa.
She loving her, she loving me. I can't believe my eyes, there's no jealousy, yeah. Let me see them days that you are working with. I'm gonna take you to places that you've never been. Bills and portion, take you on a trip across the ocean, yeah. Bills and portion, take you on a trip across the ocean, yeah. Cause I love you, baby, let me get it. If I show you that I love you, I truly wanna be your friend. Oh, girl, I love you, cause I adore you. Baby, let me get it. If I show you that I love you, I truly wanna be your friend. I wanna wind up on your body. Ooh, I'm gonna take it from this party. I'm gonna do the things you said you wanna do to me. Like, I wanna wind you in the corner. I'm gonna take you how I wanna. With foot on shoulder, I'm gonna love you till tomorrow. Come love me. I wanna put my hand on you, girl. Come hold me.
The artist Khesan.
Give it to me, let me love you, cause I love you. Let me get it. If I show you that I love you, I truly wanna be your friend. Oh girl, I love you, cause I adore you.
It's because I'm familiar with construction, Karen. There's a thing in construction we call Khesan. So I can have an idea what a Khesan is. Yes, it is a product.
Tell me.
Yeah, I can have an idea what a Khesan is.
Tell us all.
Khesan
Let's
is
see if you're right on this one.
Khesan is something they use for molding. It's a particular mold, like when you're trying to build a column. They have the mold of the column that they pour the concrete in, and that mold is called a Khesan. So we want to know if for the same definition the artists have
decided to use their name.
If you're a mold to create something, and that's what Khesan is.
I'm gonna give this one to you and see what he says, because this one I'm usually good at it.
Yes.
And I'm like, this one I'm like.
Well, maybe you'll learn something this time about this one.
I'm always willing to learn.
So we got the artist right inside the natural room. You want to keep it locked for that.
Baby, let me get it. If I show you that I love you, I truly wanna be your friend.
So you know, when I was reading through and just listening to his music this week, and actually I wouldn't even say this week. I was fortunate for once where I had the music way ahead. Over a month, organized management team there. So I got a chance to not feel rushed through it.
Yes.
And there's so many genres that he's sing. And I think he has his own name for it. I think it's Raggan or something. I'm going to let him tell it. But I was like, what do I call his music? Like, if you know, people try to classify and put you in a bracket and say, okay, you're going to be hip hop or you're going to be this. He's saying, yo, I ain't going to be none of that. He may never win an award, because they can't classify it, kind of like Nkrumah, but
yes,
he's going to keep doing his thing. So, and quite impressive, quite impressive.
Artists, welcome to Roots Reggae Radio Rhythm Up Friday. It's a joy and a pleasure having you here, you know?
Thank you. It's a blessings, blessings for having me, you know?
Yes, man, you know?
Yeah, man.
You might introduce yourself to the world. Let them know who you listen to. And as Karen said, the first question, she want to know which category she can put you into.
That's not my first question. My first question is about the name.
All right. Well, you know, greetings to all my listeners, you know what I'm saying? All my fans listening, all the people in the house, you know. Poetry man, big up yourself, you know what I'm saying? Empress, Karen, Ras Morgan,
yes, my general.
Clear Face, you know. Well, yeah, I go by the name of Khesan, you know, for all who's listening, you know what I'm saying? Khesan, you know. And the name, how I come about the name, you know, the name was given to me by a friend of mine, a great friend of mine. Before this name, I was going by GQ. I was part of an R&B group then.
Like an initial name, GQ.
Yeah, it was, you know, I was more of a GQ, you know?
Yes.
So, this name now, how it come about now, I was in a particular space at the time. And I met this friend of mine and, you know, over a conversation, he was like, you know, so what are you into? And I say, you know, I'm into music. And he says, all right, you know what, well, let me hear something. And I did an acapella for him. And he said, you know, you're a Khesan. And I said, oh, Khesan, that sounds good, sir. You know, and
so what was the definition of the word?
So what is a Khesan?
So for him to say that, he must have reminded him of something.
So basically, he's saying that, like, from what he heard so far, it's like a bomb explode on the world, right? It's like you're hearing all these other artists, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, boom, here comes Khesan.
Yes, on Khesan, yeah.
So I kind of like the definition, and it just kind of took to me and took to it. You know?
Is that definition in the Webster Dictionary, or did that person make it up? Because I want to know, because I want to use it.
You know what?
I want to use it if I can.
You know what? At the time, where I was at the time, it had to be an on-the-spot thing.
Yes.
But deeper, when I check it out deeper, it was a war between America and China in 1945, coming after Khesan. It was a great war. So
yes,
I think, you know, I think I roll with it.
You roll with it.
I think I roll.
And you think it defines who you are at this point? Because sometimes we need to change the name. Does it still define who you are musically?
Definitely, because as I said before, I was GQ. No, you know, Khesan is like, it definitely defines me as a Khesan.
Okay.
Because as an artist, when you're at a venue, you know, and you wait for a performer and all 10 artists come before you, within your head and within your art, you want to go up and get something where you can just knock it out of the ballpark because so much artists has been there. So you kind of ride upon that energy. Say, yes, we have to go up there and just be a difference.
Eat food,
be a difference.
But let's rewind a little with the journey. Let's rewind with the journey a bit. Like, you know, did you find music? Did music find you? Is it the usual story, starting in church? Like, what's your story?
So, music, I think I was gifted because I found music at an early age. I was always around sound systems in my community back in Jamaica. You know, and my mom would always whoop me to get off the road, but every night I would just go out there still. Even though she would whoop me, I would just be around the sound system because for some reason it's like I was almost like hypnotized by the vinyl spinning.
The spinning around. Yeah, you know, so I was like that too. I understand. But you know what the beauty was for me? The opening of the wrapper.
Right.
When you the feeling in the sound, I don't know, that was exciting. Just opening the wrapper and then so I get that.
Yeah, so from an early age, you know, I liked it. Music now, how I realized that I was actually gifted was there was this guy in the community. I always win the show them. I always in all of the show.
Yes.
And I was always around the sound system, so I would travel with the sound system. This one particular day, it was like, you know, we need somebody else for win. So them say, yo, you know, give it to him.
Yeah.
Them times I was a little, you know.
Yeah.
And I take the mic, I say, I can't sing. And then say, yo, just sing. And there was just one song I liked. And I did the one song.
Do you recall what song that was?
Up the road and down the road and up the road.
Spanabana,
Through the streets and down the lane, I'm searching for my girlfriend. She's my honey, she's my girl, she is one in the world. Up the road and down the road, up the road and down the road again. And then
Your singing is very controlled. I noticed that. Did you take any singing lessons or teachings?
I've never done singing.
Yeah,
lessons.
because I noticed you can scale your music, and it's in full control the way you hit your different octaves.
Yeah, well, that's from practicing. I did a lot of practicing. I did many years of practicing in a room by myself, like.
Right,
all
but
night.
practicing, it doesn't mean you know that you're doing it right.
That is true. You're definitely right. That's true. Which is why I say I think I got some gift.
The gift.
Yes, yes.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yes.
You realize that you were gifted.
Yes.
Wow. I read a little bit about you, and I know that you've been performing in other places.
Right.
So, what was that experience like?
The experience was good. It's I find it fulfilling, right? It was as an example, Bahamas. I performed in Bahamas before. It was welcoming. I met the mayor.
You performed at Paradise Island?
I performed not Paradise Island. There was a few venues that I did over there in Bahamas.
Yes, nice.
It was pretty good. I've been to St. Vincent. I've been to,
and you've been to UK?
UK.
Yeah.
I've been to South America.
Wow.
I've been to a few places.
I just want them to know that though some people may not have heard your name, you've got a huge catalog.
I do have
and you've got a huge catalog and so many different versatile songs.
Yes.
But, I mean, we all have our favorites at some time. Crazy World?
Yeah.
Crazy World is one of them that I had kind of on repeat because
Right.
there's still so many crazy things going on. And Crazy World in the sense that it's always going to be something relevant.
Definitely.
Because what was crazy 70 years ago is going to be crazy, right?
Yeah, definitely. Because at the time when I wrote, even Crazy World, I mean, I was going through a few struggles here and there, but look at what the world is now today. The world is really crazy.
It's
now,
still crazy.
So, yeah, it is. It is.
Well, I have some interesting topics for songs like Dirty Weekend, Mama Don't Cry,
Right.
Fed Up.
Yes.
Yes, man. So which one of those are your your favorite? We can't really play for them. Stressed by.
All right, watch you now. May I go say stress? May I say around the stress? Because why? A lot of people could relate to stress.
Especially now. After the pandemic, there's more mental illness.
Yes.
The stress levels are high because the economy is so terrible.
Definitely.
So, yes, it's something that's very relatable.
Definitely.
All cultures, all across the line.
Right.
Like, how did you create that one? How did that one really come up?
Yeah, this one come about. I was in the UK, I think a few years back, and I met a producer in Jamaica. And through that now, I kind of like his work. And we link up together, and I went to Jamaica, and I got it done at Father Romy studio over there in Portmore. And it was a nice project.
All right.
Yeah.
Father Romy, Exodus, don't know top keys.
We have the artist Khesan inside the natural room.
Baby, I'm coming home, I need some bread. Working 9 to 5, get me so bad, baby. To have you as my queen, I feel so blessed. Girl, you are the one for me. I gotta wake up in the morning early. Alarm went off, leave about 5:30. This 9 to 5 is so damn crazy, even though it amazed me. Yeah, I'm so fed up. Oh, here fighting hard to keep my head up. Things gone better. Hope we fight through this thing together. Yeah, I know it. Things might be hard, but the strongest go through it. Yeah, I know it. Things might be hard, but the strongest go through it. Yeah.
The one thing I also hear in your music, and growing up, I traveled a lot because of the employment my mom was in. I traveled a lot, and you learn so many different languages. And I don't know if you notice it yourself, and even in your songs. What I like about your music, that I'm not saying you want it to cross over, will cross over. When you listen to it, I can't say this guy's from Bahamas, Barbados, where this person is from.
Right.
There's no you have many. I don't know if you notice it. As far as when someone would say, you have different languages coming out, but not accents. Does that make sense?
Yes, definitely.
Because as I listen to it, I'm like, Is he from Bahamas?
You can't
Is he from
pinpoint.
Paris? You can't pinpoint. And I think that's a beauty. And that, I guess, also comes as part of the gift. Because spiritually, there's probably so many different energies in you as a person. Yes. There's so many songs. Like I said, your catalog is huge. And today's just a touch base, because we definitely are going to have a part 2, time-wise or whatever. We talked about Crazy World. And then you talk about No Fight.
No Fight.
Yes, No Fight I liked. That was like a love-hate song, And you're talking about things, relationship stuff. But what I liked about it, and I want to know, because I have to suss and get in your business now. Now, in real life, are you a communicator? Will you say, "Baby, let's talk about it"? Because to me, I was like, ah. Me and my girlfriends are like, ah. Like, do you really do that in real life, where you actually say, "Calm down, honey. Let's talk. Let's communicate"? Or you just kiss your teeth and stay quiet?
I guess it depends on the person, the other half,
okay.
because some people you could talk to, you could have a conversation with. Some people you can't. But what I find myself doing most of all is whenever I get mad or if I can't communicate, then I put it in a song. I communicate better writing or singing. Like when I talk, I kind of stutter.
Okay.
So, but if I
write
if I
it,
sing, it's perfect.
So you won't talk. You'll say, "Baby, I'm breaking up. Get the hell out of my house.
Definitely.
Pack your things. Pack your things, and get the hell out."
Yeah. Whenever I have an argument, I sing it out.
You sing it out.
She will argue, and I will sing it out.
Sing it out.
Yeah.
Because that's how you control your anger. As I say, you control your anger, and it's very important to control that rage. And if it's music you have to use to control it, you do that.
Definitely.
With this is the time, because I want to let him free up and just be himself for the few minutes. I want to know a bit about your team and how you met. I want to tell you guys a little something about this man, Ross. I don't compliment too many people, but I found my match. When I say match, I'm not talking about physically or sexually.
Workhorse
like me. Like I'm not used to people when I say get it done.
Yes.
I'm like team no sleep. Like I'm like
Face
is on top of it.
That.
I felt like I was looking in the mirror dealing with him. I didn't have to repeat myself. It felt weird.
I'm like,
he was on
what to do.
top of it. So I'm so honored to meet him. I'm honored to work with him. I'm honored to continue working with him. And I want to know, how did you come across working with him? And because when you've got someone that's that articulate, that focused, that determined on your team, you've got a winning team, my dear.
Definitely. Well, Face, is not just a business partner, but a brother to me as well, because the way we met, it was funny. You know what? I was lacking that per se in the music.
Yes.
A person like Face.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I was at a plaza one day and I saw the king walking and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna approach this king and just to say hi, see her, finally,
So he was approachable.
Yeah, he was approachable. And I say, "Hey King, how you doing? How is the day going?" And we kick it off. We started talking. Next thing you know, I do music. Oh, I do video and. Man,
destiny. The universe, the universe connected it. Alignment is about timing. We are always where we're supposed to be.
Definitely.
Yes.
Since that day we've been working, we'll never stop, non-stop.
And I love it. I think you guys have a great team.
Definitely.
I think you're very articulate.
Thank you.
And I guess he is too. So that's amazing. And I just want to click on something because I'm going to be working with some artists on Sumfest. You actually were part of Reggae Sumfest? You got to the experience of that?
I've experienced it in a way where, I was, one of the audience.
Yes.
To get that experience, to see, standing next to the international artists, my ones I look up to, it's an experience. I haven't graced the stage myself with a mic as yet, but I know it's in the works. It's in the future.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just want to say that you're going good. You've got a good team. It can only get better.
Thank you.
First of all, I want you to know, is there anybody you want to big up?
Oh, man, I got so many people I want to big up. I have to big up everybody, the whole world, the whole team, my team. You see me as a Careface CVP. You know what I'm saying? You could find me on assorted.ca. You know what I mean? I'm Khesan Music, Khesan_music, TikTok Khesan Music. You know what I'm saying? ROOTZ.
Reggae Radio.
Yes,
And
yes,
of
that
course, he
whole
wants to
team,
big
you know?
up the beautiful Empress Karen
Yes,
Delight. I
Empress
just said
Karen.
that.
Gara,
for
big
you.
up, please.
And
please.
yes, big up to Empress Karen Delight.
Well,
yeah,
Ross, he's
understand?
going to be writing a song about me
Mr. Ross
soon.
Morgan, you
Yes,
get me?
General.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Definitely.
and do we hear his name? Do we big up
Yes.
my twin?
The biggest,
Yes.
the biggest and the toughest and the roughest
Yes.
right now in the game. Yeah, you me
He
care
is,
face,
he
CVP, lookout people. You
Multitasking.
understand?
I'm
Get
going to
the
let you
business.
loosen up and just do it. We're going to be closing off. Stay tuned. We're going to have the award-winning Serbi coming on next. We want to thank Bobo Julius for coming in.
Yeah,
but
man,
just
big up Bobo
free
Julius.
and a cappella. Thank everyone for tuning in. You snooze, you lose. We're going to continue giving away tickets for everyone to come out. And we're going to be having a part 2 for sure. And once again, Careface's mother should have made 2 of them. One for me.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Check. I gotta wake up in the morning early. Alarm went up late about 5:30. This 9 to 5 is so damn crazy. Even though, it amazes me. Yeah. I'm so fed up. Out here fighting hard to keep my head up. Yeah. Things going better. Hope we fight through this thing together. I know it. Things might be hard, but the strongest go through it. Yeah. I know it. Things might be hard, but the strongest go through it. Na. Baby, I'm coming home. I need some rest. Yeah. Working 9 to 5, get me so vexed. Na. Hey. To have you as my queen, I feel so blessed. Girl, you are the one for me. Yeah. Na.
The voice of Khesan,
Yeah.
people.
And I know really I inspired that somehow. I didn't meet him yet, but I know I somehow inspired that song. So thank everyone for tuning in to Rhythm of Friday. Stay tuned for award-winning surgery. And like I said, stay tuned for Bobo Julius.
Yes,
check out
sir.
his poetry, check out everything. And he'll be there at JPA on Mother's Day so you can get some nice gifts for your mother, your baby mother, your foster mother. Thank you.
So bad, baby.
Yo,
To have you as my queen, I feel so blessed. Girl, you are the one for me.